Final. It is outside of Lin, probably the two players with the best shape at the moment. Happy is coming in from a disastrous Ancient of Wonders Cup. He wants more titles to his chest for the end of the year, and this one is the big one, DWCC. He might have lost the European qualifier to Starbuck, but in this tournament, he's an absolute menace, destroying everyone in his path, except Lin in the group stage. FoCuS had, contrary to Happy, a wonderful AOW tournament. Always in team tournaments, FoCuS is there. For the first time in a long time, he is back in the top 4 of the ELO ranking. His highest ELO ever. This might be a Reforged era high for FoCuS in Warcraft 3. Now the big challenge, Happy. Can he prove that he can do it outside of team tournaments? The last match between them was the B Cup. It was 4-1, but that's a long time ago. The ping between them is equalized, so no reason there. Off we go. Best of 5, hopefully a little longer than the first one we've seen. Lin is waiting in the winner bracket final. It could be an Orc Mirror, or it could be a rematch of the group stage between probably the two best players that Warcraft has. FoCuS with Blade Master. He's going for Harass, no Barracks. And Happy with Ghouls. Is it still Mass Air? A couple of Orcs have tried to move away from Mass Air to play something different, and it failed spectacularly. Mass Air reliably works. 1-0 witnessed it yesterday when Soin outmaneuvered him with the Wyvern and the Blade and the SH. 1-0 out. Can we now have a winner bracket Orc Mirror? It's so easy to say, but FoCuS, just play your A game and you got a wonderful shot. I think recently he mostly worked on his human matchup, which is now on par with Lin at least. Thank you for the support. That's $6 for us. Amazing. Happy has probably seen the 1-0 games yesterday. 1-0 tried an expansion here on Concealed Hill, and it worked versus Soin. Should this work on the other side as well? I don't see any indicator for that, as we also see the tech progressing. Happy had some new ideas in the matchup versus humans, so a lot of work went into that. Yesterday was a day off for Happy, which is of course not a real day off, but it's a prep day for what's to come today. Circlet for FoCuS. Ooh. Steals the Magi for the consumable. Not bad. DK, very passive, probably expects a Blade Master to harass him here. That's why he's using the coil. Accelerates things a little bit. But FoCuS, careful. Replenishment potion couldn't come at a more perfect time than this. This feels like both players are testing the waters, dipping their toes into the lake. Little micro checks, shape check. But no engagements yet. Yeah, that replenishment potion was amazing. FoCuS should now be able to hear Happy. Goes into Windwalk. But the big one is already gone. Can't prevent a level 2. Might not get a ghoul. And might get surrounded. Got him though. Talking about skill checks. There it is. Can you get the last hits reliably? Against Happy, you have to. Thank you, Talwin, for the 74-month. That is crazy. That is so much. That is such a long time. Thank you. Now Happy is moving across, and Orcs have been so incredibly greedy. No units up until the 6-minute mark. Happy gets the turtle that bucked out. Interesting. But FoCuS gets first blood by killing this ghoul. Of course, Happy can't kill a unit because there is no unit on FoCuS' side. 6 minutes or more without a single unit outside the Blade Master. This is how much time he can buy. Only, quote unquote, only tanky items for Happy. This will be very, very beneficial in the late game, but not here yet. Double Beastery, we don't have to guess what this is going to be. Shadowhunter plus Raiders. Oh, Happy finds a counterplay to the pull of the Shadowhunter. But FoCuS also wide awake, sees this happening. So why is this a counterplay? The Shadowhunter comes out, and the number one thing that orcs do in the early mid-game, thank you Soul for the raid, in the mid-game is creep manipulation. Attack a creep, hacks it, and then push it into one direction. So the undead has a hard time creep jacking you or getting it away. It's a safe way of creeping. You can push the ogre into your own base, for example. Happy is disrupting this already. And this is what you have to do at this point. The prep time used wisely. This is a good chunk of experience. This is the biggest item on the map. But did it really disrupt much? Come. I got ice cream. I believe FoCuS has a lot of ice cream in general. Sounds to me like an ice cream connoisseur, that man. Gargoyles out. If you still wonder, why no Fiends? They're the anti-air. Watch the match of Soin versus 120 yesterday. Fiends are not the answer. They die in seconds. And we get the Ogre Lord eventually. Level 2.3 Blade Master, first experience for the Shadowhunter as well. Cloak of Flames is not necessarily what he wanted, but you know, he won't complain. It's a lot of gold taken off the map, and Happy won't get it. This is a very passive game, right? Blade Master stacking. Yeah, this is calm before the storm for sure. Blade Master stacking, looking fine. Levels on the Shadowhunter do not. What's the timing Happy is going for? Waiting for tier 3. Wait a minute. This is a super early temple. Temple before tier 3. Sorry, I missed that. I was busy with the Ogre Lord and explaining the creep mechanics. Anti Magic Shield works against poison. And so it does work against Envenomed Spears. Curse is also amazing. 120 tried this yesterday and it failed in a spectacular fashion because he ran into a fight that he was never, ever able to take. Anti Magic Shield is also working against Bat Riders to a degree. Bat Riders have like shared damage types. So anti-magic can be really good. Plus curse on top. Is that the answer finally? All undeads have struggled against Orc Mass Wyvern. Will the Banshees bring salvation? Blade? Ooh, little late to the party. Almost stole it. Shadowhunter, not level 3. FoCuS isn't ready yet. 50 food army with 4 bats. He's heavy on bats. Very empty inventory here. 8 minutes 50. 2 Gargs only. Destroyer is ready. Anti-magic on the Gargs. And that makes it so that he survives a lot more explosions. Usually you need 2 bats. With anti-magic, I don't know if you can touch them. Going in. Coil got the last hit. Happy with amazing timing. And I don't think FoCuS has the damage output at the moment. Heal wave at the ready. Once again, his air unit's not split. This is something I criticized the entire year. And the critical timing for Happy has kind of passed. You want the Gargs in high numbers. If your first one getting sniped or your second one getting sniped, you lose so much momentum. Trax, thank you for the sub. And he gets shop control with an invul against the hero FoCuS. FoCuS seems a little lost against his anti-magic shell. I love it. And once again, it goes to show Happy ain't no robot. That is still a false narrative. Few undeads innovate more than he does. Blade Master can't get the kill. Here come the bats. Is the anti-magic shield running out, maybe? I don't think so. Going for the DK. Bats in. Destro killed. Gauntlet's on the ground. Wyvern still up. Saved across the forest. Needs more bats or the DK. Invo potion. 7-second safety. Blade out of the fight for now. Hoping for some purges. Getting these purges. FoCuS having a solid start and is not deterred too much from that anti-magic transition. Purge! Oh, careful, Happy! Here comes the Hex! Maybe a Zeppelin crit! Not at this perfect time. Here we go. There's still some air. Coil Nova! Happy aiming, gunning for that Shadow Hunter. Acid Bomb ticks him down. Coil at the ready. Needs to go to the left-hand side. Wyvern to protect him. Any way to save that SH is an essential hero. Invo Potion would have been ready, I think. Bats are taken out of the sky. Blade Master with the curse on. He doesn't have mirror image. He can't dispel the curse. That's a 33% damage mitigation. Bro, this is so crazy. On Monday, we had an amazing FFA. And we raised the question alongside Rulers and Godfather, my co-casters. Happy can learn so much from FFA. For example, does he know that Anti-Magic Shell is reducing the damage of Bat Riders? And here we are, 6 days later, seeing Anti-Magic on air. Are we whispering in his ear with FFA casts? I want to believe. Devotion aura for Happy on top as well. This is gigantic. Happy can afford this because he didn't go for any upgrades. And he didn't go for a sacrificial pit. So this is a lot of lumber saved here, and this is a lot of lumber saved by not building the sack pit. Because you need to afford the temple and the first upgrade, right? It's expensive. Undeads rarely struggle with lumber, but, you know, there's a finite number of lumber. That's a rhyme, and rhymes are good. Tanky DK. This is getting increasingly hard for FoCuS. Found the Vamp Aura, only benefits the blade, but FoCuS has a plan B. If not for the direct fights, let's go for the main, because this is how the Mass Wyvern started. Always Echo Harass. And at some points, we've seen lots and lots and lots of towers being upgraded, which is draining resources that you want to put into your army, and then at some point, the Orc has a bigger army and takes it home. This wasn't too effectful. Got one Echo and the Town Portal. And now the Sacrificial Pit. Switching into... oh, Walkers. Walkers are amazing because Wyvern are glass cannons. And Spirit Link distributes the damage in a good way. You can, of course, also deal a little damage with the spell to the anti-magic, even though that is incredibly hard. A little bit of magic damage surely helps. Spirit Link can be dispelled by destroyers, but destroyers are there to be sniped. We only have one, and you also want a dispel ready against Hex.
The town is under siege.
Regular Expo. FoCuS buying time. Oh, 2 Gargs. Anti-magic is protecting from magic. And spell attacks, but not from piercing. And without armor upgrades,
A player's forces are
Darks are also fragile. He wanted to snipe the shade, little too late. 3 towers. Both stay at 50. Happy counter expansion. Almost got it. I like that he tried to reveal. Because so many orcs didn't do it. FoCuS tried, didn't catch him. Happy counter expo.
Forces are under attack.
Blade Master level 4. Critical strike. Numbers are good. Coral Nova getting caught. That big Invo potion. You want to save it for a fight? Yeah, walk it off. Shop at the expo as well. Farsight is the only way orcs can see invisible units. They have witch doctors with sentry wards, but not the building for it yet. Good tracking. Okay, happy. Healing for free. But that means the right-hand side lane is not protected at all. Happy doesn't have a TP. Happy doesn't have a tower. FoCuS. This is your chance. This is a huge chance to do big damage. He's not using it for now. Here we go. It's not a one volley kill. Ah, this could have been more. This feels like FoCuS was a little slow. Now the Gargs are here. Tricky to maneuver.
Town is under siege.
Blade Master though. This is what FoCuS does so well against Night Elf especially. Happy has split forces. And he needs to have the split forces because he's back at the main. And this is now 2 acolytes down. Okay, this piles up. While FoCuS is mining on 2 bases.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is now becoming very strategic. Happy playing an ultra-conservative style. Almost X-Lord-esque, who was the master at this. But I gotta say, FoCuS adapting very well to the Banshee style. Incredible to see Anti Magic Gargoyles. If you tell me at the beginning of the year that the top undead players would be playing Anti Magic Banshees versus Mass Air
The only
Wyvern.
thing hotter than the weather in Adelaide is the action on B at W laughing face.
Thank you, Money 2, you sweet soul. Lovely sub message, mate. 3 heal scrolls for FoCuS. 80 food. FoCuS had so many maps and so many series where he was ahead and then there was a fight and Happy takes it home. Is this one of these issues? We have no raiders. So if Happy starts Coil Nova Acid Bomb, he got an Alchemist himself with Acid Bomb himself. Are you kidding me? Trying to reduce the armor for the bats to work. Is that enough? There's still Gargs and he's diving deep for this. Gargle number 1 down. Gargle number 2. Oh, there's more. FoCuS. All of a sudden, the supply lead is gone. This was not the engagement you wanted. Switching to the hero FoCuS, but the Wyvern damage uptime. It's not enough. Aiming for the Alchemist. Also not working. Switching to the DK. Way too tanky. Happy destroys FoCuS in the first fight of the winner bracket semifinal with Anti-Magic Banshees. Blade Master, lots and lots of misses, of course. The Banshees, such a great damage mitigation. Alchemist again in a little bit of trouble here. No item anymore, but that goes for both sides. One side has an invul. FoCuS not even using his heal scrolls, not using his invuls, nothing. GG, the execution here. Look at, oh my god! The value graph. Did Happy lose anything even? Completely botched fight by FoCuS. Everything was played so well. And then he engaged, like, this value drop. When do you ever see such a value drop? Like, one of a freaking kind. He had a 15, 17 supply advantage, 3 heal scrolls, 2 invul potions, and Happy wins the fight with losing 2 units. Jesus, diving for these Gargs. Not the right call. That is frustrating. But Curse, guys. Curse be good. First map goes to Happy. I hope that didn't break, or that doesn't break FoCuS's spirit. Because he did many things correctly. He's facing a new challenge. He was adapting. He didn't overcome. Rulas, I hope you heard my praise towards you. Or us, I guess. Game 2. FoCuS has to recover now. There is not much strategic variety in this matchup. Orcs can try to play something else than Mass Wyvern, but that's about it. Then they lose. Undead is vastly superior on ground to Orc, thanks to ghouls. They have to play Mass Air. And is Banshees the answer that we were looking for? From Concealed Hill, we move on to the next one, and that is
I'm usually
Holy
just lurking
shit!
in the background, dropping the occasional balance wine in chat. For Christmas, it's time to give something back. Thank you for your positivity and everything you do for this great game and the community.
$50, mate. 50 freaking bucks by Touch4Info, and such a lovely sub or dono message as well. Trying to be positive whenever I can. Sometimes it's not easy, but it's nice that it's noticed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing support. Appreciate you guys. That is crazy. 50 freaking bucks. Well, 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 well. The person ain't wrong. Oh, shit. That's huge. That's huge. We got a DK, we got a Blade. This early game is pretty much exactly as the one before. Yeah, this is what I appreciate most about other Warcraft streamers. Positivity. It's not easy. Trust me. But this is why I love Soul 8man so much, for example. As a streamer caster.
Players' forces are under attack.
Journalist. Researcher. Everything. Classic Turtle Rock opening. FoCuS a little bit against the ropes, but didn't took critical damage yet. Ooh, he gets rewarded with claws +8. Worth it. A bit risky. Reapers, thank you for the sub. A bit risky.
A player's forces are under attack.
Spawning on the same lane, which FoCuS I guess didn't know. But Happy moves to the right hand side. He does not want to be the one to be creepjack. And now the Blade shenanigans begin. With lots of regen, with a good inventory, +10 damage at 3 minutes in. And Happy is again finding good items to stay safe from the Blade Master with Ring of Protection and Cloak. We've seen a lot of great Cloak and Shadow Melt usage because of it.
A player's forces
And Turtle Rock can be absolutely amazing. But yesterday, 4 orcs, we've seen it yesterday. Soin completely destroyed 120 on this map with good tracking, amazing creepjacks. But we also got to say 120 didn't play incredibly well. Especially the fight timings were off. And Happy is usually fantastic figuring out when he can fight and when not. As displayed in the last game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Triple circlet. This Blade Master is insane. He found one and bought one. So he got both of the shops. Always a bit curious how you creep manip on Turtle Rock. Could just go for consumables. This is what Soen did yesterday. While 120 was looking for the permanent items. Happy has an idea this is happening, but he's just too late. Yo. Don't mess with the plus 14 Blade Master 5 minutes in the game. He also got 750 HP, 7 armor. Happy got an early graveyard. For the lumber, huh? And you need graveyard, of course, for temple.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's that build again.
A town is under siege.
It's the Banshee build again. Yeah, why not? Why not? It worked so well on game 1. This is the new build, everybody. Happy at a day's time. Frustrated with mass air. And Banshees it is. Now FoCuS.
Forces are under attack.
This is a check towards your War 3 intellect. How fast can you counter this? Hexing a Berserker. Interesting. Berserker doesn't do much damage. Sobi Mask. Yo, this inventory is fantastic. And here comes the Creep Jack. So instead of Creep Manip, he goes for Creep Jack, Hex on the Gargoyle. This is what I mentioned on map 1. You want to keep the numbers low. Draining coils. It's off cooldown in a second. Wyvern. Get the kill. Big. Takes momentum off of Happy. Only one crypt. You can't spam gargoyles, but they are so essential. Cost a lot of health. No more heal cells available. And it doesn't deter Happy from going for the turtle. As you know, Coil Nova can take care of that with the first statue. Anti Magic first. 4, 5, 6 schools for lumber. Very little presence. These items are insane. Double claw, triple circlet, gloves of haste, endurance, aura, and Sui mask. This is the freaking dream. Has to work on levels. Hey. We'll still get a lot of damage mitigation from Happy now. If you're late to the party, Curse is an amazing tool with 33% damage mitigation via Mischance. Anti-Magic works against Bad Rider Explosion, works against Dryad Poison. So it reduces a lot. In the game prior, this Gargoyle snipe didn't happen. All of a sudden there were 4 Gargoyles with Anti-Magic, hard to deal with. FoCuS's first adjustment is less creeping at the beginning of tier 2, but the Creep Jack took the Gargoyle out, and with that Happy is going for a more passive approach. Big heal potion, nice, more stability against the Undead Nuke. Yes, it's only working against the area of effect of the Bad Rider Explosion. But still. Makes it so that 2 bads don't kill a Garg anymore. Going for the hero FoCuS again. The Orcs' favorite game. Ghouls, Gargs, Banshees is the new meta build versus Orc. Unreal. Lich forcing more and more and more coils. Can't be used on the Banshee. Bats are coming in and That didn't really work too well, did it? The heal wave at the ready. FoCuS retreating from that fight. Damage done with all Gargs eliminated and also all Banshees eliminated. Blade coming in again. Shadowhunter waiting in the wings. So are the Wyvern above the trees. Love this positioning by FoCuS. So hard to engage into for Happy. This is almost like a mission impossible, but so was the last fight, and he owned it with only dropping 2 units, but he didn't face that Blade here. Use your items, FoCuS. He did. Big potion gone. Very tanky inventory for Happy, but now it's time for the Wyvern to do that damage. You see, not as crazy as usual, but Hex breaks the anti-magic, right? Forces another coil. Seems like the DK has endless mana. Heal wave is not ready. Blade Master has nothing except the Windwalk. And Happy survives the fight again. Do we have a statue up? We absolutely do. Maybe that would have been a better target than the Lich. Now, FoCuS is in trouble soon, isn't he? Very little to work with. Has an invo potion, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
We go more bats. No Walker transition this time. Lots of healing as we had the selves. This Banshee transition is genius, even though it didn't work as well as on Conceal. FoCuS trying to pull Happy apart, trying to find an angle for the Banshees. Bats coming in. Again, the retreat, focus on the Garg, but Happy is here with the coil. Garg has still more uptime, still more damage. And we look at the Blade. He can do between 0 and 150 damage. Or 200 damage, I guess. Still. Movement speed is great. We're looking for these items. Nice Hex. Item goes to the Alchemist who steals it. Oh, quick fingers on Happy. And that big healing potion would have been grand. Next red spot. That Blade Master is close to level 4. That is so much more damage. Critical strike multiplier changes from 2 to 3.
A player's force.
And he gets it. Uncontested. Red spot. Amazing defensive play by Happy. Claws plus 12! What item do you even give over? This is mental. Huh? He didn't swap anything. There we go. Yep. 76 times 3 is the new max damage. Oh, they meet at the red spot. Only one heal scroll and an invuln. Happy. Engages into the fight, being jacked immediately. No town portal on either side. It was nighttime. Maybe he didn't even see it. Heal scroll used this time, but there's still so many Gargs. They do survive the Batrider explosion so well. We were always struggling with the physical damage part of it. The air looking fine. Gargoyle taken out now. Blade Master Invo Potion going for the DK Hex. FoCuS, you need to be quicker. He wasn't. Destroyer in for the Dispel. Blade Master missing out on some damage. And now you gotta flee without a speed scroll versus no available Nova though. Happy trying to get the red spot. Inventory is up. FoCuS can steal it. Patient Happy though. Ring of the Archmagi goes to Happy. FoCuS is exposed. Still no Nova. Can he eat something? Doesn't have Death Pact. Dark Ritual, I mean. Oh, Happy looking sharp though. Happy looking sharp. Supply lead. This Blade Master carries FoCuS's first loser's pick.
A player's forces are under attack.
Levels are growing bigger. Confidence on Happy. Momentum on Happy. We get more Banshees in. This Banshee anti-magic works so well. Creep Jack. Now on the other side. Blade doesn't get healed as the first priority as the Wyvern are the first target. Item was a parry app. And you know what? I like a bit of survivability on the Glass Cannon Blade Master. FoCuS is spending so much gold on heal selves. Happy, barely anything in the inventory. No orb. He got 600 gold. No orb. Interesting. Sells the parry app. No tiny. I am confused. Happy's army is growing bigger and bigger. 4 statues on the ground. Pretty demanding. Shop controller as well. Picks up the tome. Okay. But the push is coming. FoCuS, you have 1,000 gold, 50 fold. Produce! Produce! He has a transition going with Raider and Snare and Walker. He still has 900 gold. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This push is razor sharp. He got the orb now. 200 gold. Happy with the supply lead, but against the burrows. Nah, Happy doesn't want to engage here. 84 max damage times 3. But the misses. The first Walker, he put so much money and time into the Walker, and it just gets sniped. Kind of funny. Critical Strike has a damage factor of 3. And Curse, of course, a mischance of 3. Here we go, 231. FoCuS doesn't want to engage into the anti-magic. Understandably so. But you can reapply it until the end of days. Shadowhunter, looking for a fight. Here's the Walker. Both great damage mitigation. Spirit Link as well as anti-magic. A unique fight setup that we're about to witness here. At the end of the year, we get innovation. Radar, waiting for the end snare, alongside Hex. Yeah, this is what you have to prevent. The Coil Nova snipes, always been FoCuS's weakness. This has to be punished. Whenever the heroes move forward, you gotta punish it. Burrow setup. Blade is a pure glass cannon. FoCuS is... Oh, the shop has been taken out. No mana potions. Is Happy expanding? This would be a classic expansion timing now. He's only scouting and he pulls back. Blade Master or Banshees? These walkers are so fragile. Can he hit the Dispel is the question. Who makes the first call? Who engages? No consumables on FoCuS whatsoever. Ah, here's the punish. Better, but that's an end snare used. That's not ending up on air units. Can he yoink a destroyer maybe? This is of course mana on destroyers. Happy expanding now. Yeah, that was foreseeable. I knew it, you knew it. FoCuS knows it. Good chopping, but can't prevent that haunted anymore. And he's applying curse. Curse, 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 curse. Shivers down my spine. Can FoCuS stop this? 2 misses. Every miss, of course, becomes more and more valuable the higher the Blade Master levels are. Heal scroll only. Double invul, double heal scroll. Triple invul, actually. I don't see how FoCuS is able to win this fight anymore. Sitting is winning. And we got a Destroyer with Anti Magic Shield. Yep, if you put Anti Magic Shield on a statue and then morph, the Anti-Magic ends up on the Destroyer. It can't be reapplied, but it's there now. Happy could even go for armor upgrades. Yeah, this might be the first time I see this in a pro one-on-one map ever. Ever. Oh, you can't engage with the bats. Happy might have found this solution, but FoCuS wants to wait him out until the anti-magic is gone, or not. First gargoyle down, but big damage goes on both sides here, though. Little bit of a supply lead for Happy. FoCuS catching the acid bomb. No third hero for him. Blade Master level 5. Critical strike 3 needs to be applied immediately, and now we hope for the big red numbers, but we all we see is the big red ladders. Miss, 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 miss. This is easy. 1,000 damage already. He misses the crit. He's missing everything. The cursed Banshee, so overwhelming. Shadow Hunter in the dirt. So is FoCuS 2-0. The Banshees, MVP of this series. And again, the value drop at the end of this game. Unbelievable. Happy smarter. Happy sharper. And then it's also the new challenge of being exposed to Banshee and Destroyer anti-magic. It shouldn't work like this. It's a magic immune unit. Why would a magic immune unit need an anti-magic shield? Well, you got the answer here. 2-0. Both our winner bracket semifinals. Pretty one-sided. Happy brought the Banshees back against Human. Happy brings the Banshees in versus Orc. I think you need Purge against Banshees. I know it's the easiest unit to snipe, but I think this is the only solution. Walkers don't cut it. Walkers take forever. Walkers are expensive. Walkers have very limited quantity of Dispel. I think you have to keep the Blade Master safe from Curse. And FoCuS wasn't as sharp as he has to be. There might be a little bit of a mental block when you're facing Happy for like almost 9 years now. And oftentimes be on the receiving end. There were a couple of opportunities, like even with this Blade Master, right? Mirror Image is also being fed into the Destros. Yeah, I don't think Mirror Image is the answer, because Mirror Image get out cursed. The cooldown from Mirror Image is really, really low, but the mana cost isn't. Maybe instead of Windwalk, but then you can't snipe the statues reliably. Doing Mirror Image is also feeding the Destros. Kind of. It's a double-edged sword. It takes a Dispel away. Mirror Image is a counter to Curse. Because then there are 3 BMs that can eat Curse. Ooh. Maybe mirror image it is. I don't expect FoCuS to come up with that solution in this series though. Depends, like, if you snipe the statues and backline, I would say you want Windwalk. If you want a straight up fight, then I'd say go mirror image. You make good points for mirror image for sure. Getting out of curse, draining more curse, taking away the dispel from a destroyer that can then be put into hex. But I think FoCuS can create a better late game for himself if he takes better fights in the mid game. Yeah, Lemes Toxie, appreciate you guys for the input. Especially FFA knowledge, right? FFA knowledge comes in handy now. We need a nickname for Happy that is kinda relying to Banshees. Got spikes. Well, that fix itself. I think it's all my internet spiking a bit. Hopefully it's not the same for FoCuS. Creep steal would be great. We're on Autumn Leaves. Match point. Happy versus Lin is 1 map away. And then we'll see what Lin is doing to the curse. Oh my god, can I not wait to see this. The cursed child. Okay, we go Ghoul Opener into early Graveyard for the lumber.
Are under attack.
FoCuS again. The circlet board, of course, but slippers. I want to see this more. I want to see this series extended, please. But how? How do you deal with it? Curse doesn't need any research, so it's a great solution to a Blade Master early on. No steal. Gets the item. Okay. We're building a super blade again. And that was a steal. Alright. 1.7. This one he can't reach. There's no mana no more. Again, we're buying time. Only the Blade Master.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
But we got Unholy Aura up, so we can easily disengage. Just the fact that FoCuS took attention from the creep and put it on the skeleton shows his respect to Happy. He stole so many creeps in the past couple of years that people will have to kill his skeletons now at a creep spot. FoCuS not waiting for the last hit. Drops the item. Didn't get it. Didn't get... Oh, he got the Wand of Mana Stealing though. FoCuS exploding in the mid game. Playing Dota with the Blade Master only. Nice, nice, nice steal. Happy got the XP. FoCuS the item. Worth it. This is what I wanted to see on Turtle Rock. The missed opportunities on Turtle Rock. Not happening.
Players' forces are under attack.
Lich out. Nova Coil for fast creeping. Could have gone Frost Armor as well against the Blade Master, but Ankh. Not too shabby either. First unit at the 6-minute mark. Wyvern up. Happy. Got no temple. No temple. Maybe it's the ghouls. Maybe the ghouls are gone. He killed quite some ghouls, right? Maybe it's low lumber. And Happy has to pivot into a strategy without Banshees or later Banshees. Yeah. I think the ghoul losses, they hurt a ton. Oh, gets the Devotion Aura again. This is fantastic against bats as well. But I would say, so far, the best game by FoCuS.
A player's forces are under attack.
Waiting for the Destroyer upgrade to be cute. Cost a lot of mana, a lot of lumber as well. Oh, Hex, no mana! Careful! Kills the Lich! Okay, FoCuS, now we're talking. Finally some momentum. Exploding. Next Hex. Grand timing. We have more of this. No TP, no invuln. Doesn't even need it. Here we go. And it's GG in 7 minutes 22. And FoCuS is back in the series. Finally showing his potential. Showing the FoCuS of the past 2 weeks. And goes on a tear on Autumn Leaves. Jeez Louise. That was crisp. That was clean. That was the top 4 ELO player that we wanted to have in the series. Gets the steals, gets the momentum. How important this Wand of Mana Stealing was. OMG. Takes the mana away, uses it for Hex. Hex. There you go. Still chances for FoCuS. That game was sick! No sacrifices at the Temple of the Damned, and all of a sudden the game is turned on its head. Taking out the ghouls was sick. Yeah, everything went in order. Everything was in order. For FoCuS this game. Can be like that. Sometimes you stall in the late game for 5 minutes and sometimes you get wrecked in 7 minutes total game time. First match points defended. But there's 2 more. FoCuS in the lower bracket would face Soin. And we have to wait for one observer that is dropping. Chance for you to help us out. Exclamation mark Roblox. We get $6 for everyone who downloads the app and plays for 15 minutes. If you travel around Christmas, maybe put Roblox on your phone. And support the channel with $6. Alrighty. Player vote to get rid of the lagger was one-sided, and we go into the game. Uncle FoCuS takes the map. Unlike Fortitude, who was defeated 0-3. Can you disrupt the early game again the way you did it before on Autumn Leaves? FoCuS is adjusting. $15 minutes a day, or how does it work? No, 15 minutes total. Just download, play for 15 minutes, and boom, we get $6. We need a Blade Master like on map 2. We need the timings like on map 2. Gonna check the prediction real quick. What did you guys say about the outcome of this match? Did you believe in FoCuS? Close affair, 55% in favor of Happy, 45 for FoCuS. DK, Blade. The early games stay the same. I think that was... It was... Yeah. Will Happy now use the ghouls more defensively, pulling them back earlier? FoCuS' first approach was be more aggressive on Turtle Rock. That worked to a degree. On Autumn Leaves, he took it to a new level. And I think this is the way. Isn't it funny how we discuss how to counter the super greedy tech of orcs? And everybody says, rush him, attack him early, go necro wagons. And Happy thinking outside the box saying, no, I take it to the very... What the hell is this? I take it to the very late game with Banshees. Nice steal. And ghouls again under pressure. I take it to the very late game. I don't listen to you scrubs. What do you know about this game? I know it better. And the Banshees seem to be the hard counter if you can get him off. As I said, 1-0 tried it yesterday and took horrible, horrible fights. Happy a bit smarter in that regard. Still waiting for Banshee related nicknames for the Emperor.
A player's forces are under attack.
FoCuS taking items away, taking XP away. Sentry wards, not as great as the replenishment potion. Careful. Happy probably heard and saw this. Nicely applying self. And there's another steal. Cancels the healing, but it was almost done. Anyway. Close to level 2 for FoCuS, but the ghouls aren't attacked at all. We're halfway through tier 2. And I think Lumber should be fine with that. 3 ghouls here.
Player's forces are under attack.
Only 3 ghouls here. No, 4. 4 ghouls here. Upside of the undead lumber economy, you can always choose swiftly how many you want to use, how much lumber income you need. And now Happy pulls them all back. Little rotation, but still heavy on lumber. Lumber is becoming more and more and more important in Warcraft 3. Oh, this level 2, but Happy has a coil. Easy. Too easy. But then, how do you prevent it, really? Not as successful as the last game. The solution FoCuS had to the Banshee build, he can't replicate it. Tier 3 second hero slaughterhouse, this all costs a lot. This is why Happy has so many lumber workers now. And here's the temple. There we go. Game 3, it was all down to lumber. There was quite a legendary German cast of WC3L or NGL finals where a Counter-Strike caster had to swap in for a Warcraft caster. It was Knochen, legend. And he was memeing saying, oh, lumber is the most important, lumber is super important. Here we are 17 years later. He's right. Little bit of a steal. But yeah, this is the setup this series. This is what we've seen all series. Blade Master under-equipped, a bit under-leveled. Shadowhunter. What did the Shadowhunter do to be that hurt? Sobi mask, nice. Ah, okay, he stole that one. Okay, then he tanked it. Yeah. Ring of Regen. FoCuS didn't get much from this harass except time. Shadowhunter needs healing. Gets healing with the replenishment potion. Love to see it. Sobi is awesome. Sobi is really, really, really good, but the Blade Master damage worries me a little.
A player's force.
And it's... Wait a minute. FoCuS is switching to... double Beastery into 4 Wyvern, but instead... This would be the time to go for bats. But instead of building bats, he goes Raider Walker early. Interesting spin. I don't wanna predict if that's good or not. Raiders fall off, of course, when they can be Coil Nova. Items for Happy are getting really good. At the moment, Coil Nova both on level 1. This will change in a second. FoCuS, red spot. Oh, bit wonky. But Happy doesn't have the read. Doesn't go north, so this camp should be... Helm of Valor is fantastic. HP, damage, and attack speed at the same time for the blade. Can you remember there was a time when we sold these items? Every single time. It was aura or bust. Not the case anymore. Sometimes when you put a +1 on things, turns out great. And that blade has stats now. Does it come down to the heroes? Or does it come down to the unit comp? Pretty much every single race has switched to multiple production buildings. While for the majority of Warcraft history, it was 2 production buildings, sometimes 3. Very, very rarely. There you go. TC. TC. Happy can switch into mass ghouls, right? And then own. Against 4 Wyvern Spirit Link. Great mana potion for FoCuS. Very important. There's healing for days. But Happy is not sure. This is something he didn't have in his calculation, I think. FoCuS tech switching to Raider Walker. No bats at all. Oh, red spot. Hex gets it. Item as well. Now disengage. No speed scroll. Takes the fight to a degree, but of course Nova, big, slow. End snare locks him down. What about the Shadowhunter? He needs to heal himself somehow. Invo potion, can it be passed? Transferred? Can he block him out? SH! Woo! FoCuS with some crazy micro. TC helps here as well. Going for the swing on the DK. Anti Magic Shield shouldn't really help that much. FoCuS 53. That Raider might be down. No, getting saved by the Ballad. Now the fight continues. Storm, great CC. And another Gargoyle falls. FoCuS is cooking. That could have been the end of the series. Easily. Gets a Banshee. Less curse. That Shadow Hunter save was incredible. And so far the TC is working out. Alchemist third. Winner bracket tournament live on the line for FoCuS in every single match. The evolution of Orc vs Undead in front of our eyes. TC2, Aura unlocked. Blade is not getting weaker either. Full scouting for secret expos. What an intro. Master training. Yeah, why not? More mana. If you want to... Oh, he's at 60. More mana. You can revive. And we have seen 1 or 2 Tauren by Lyn previously, but then you could go Possession and just take them over. I think it's just for the revive and mana. You need a lot of Dispel, you need a lot of mana. Expo play again, similar to Concealed. Very different army composition though. Happy has an idea this is going on. He was scouting for expansions earlier. One of the last remaining camps on the map, otherwise Northern Isles is empty. But there's always the shop to go for. Invo Potion on one side, Heal Scroll on the other. Shadow nuked immediately. We don't have silence, of course. The TC is unprotected. Shadow has an invuln, again saves it. Better safe than sorry. Don't risk the life of your major supporter. Tower is up in a second, but you don't have that second. Blade Master might be taking out a unit, but there's a coil at least draining mana. Invul is gone for the big fight. Little bit of XP. 3.6, no major level ups here. Blade Master plus 23. 3 Kodos. They eat a lot of damage, especially when they have Spirit Link. Is that what you're going for? Are you expecting Fiends? Kodo Possession, I mean... Chop, chop, chop. Purge? No Purge. And Venom Spears only now. Yeah, it became from... it became... From being a #1 upgrade that you needed all the time yesterday to a nice extra to have today due to Anti Magic Shield. Mana's looking good. 4 Banshees. Almost looks like an overkill. Invul not ready. 90 seconds. Happy got it. Scouting for expos. We're mining. Like, it's almost a stage where you could mine this out. We get master training! Possession all of a sudden possible. Happy solution to human might become happy solution to orc. Imagine a raider in the undead's hands. Imagine a Kodo in the undead's hands. Happy's icy fingers. We gotta shade up. Yeah, the shades are definitely delayed with this build. This is a lot of curse and a lot of dispel. TC is not level 3. Alchemist is close to 3, but not there. 70 foot, 70 foot. One base, one base. Such heavy air. How do you deal with undead air? Oh, reveal. How do you deal with undead air if you can't use bats? Or if bats are not effective? Imagine he puts armor upgrades on top as well. He could easily. This is uncharted waters, though. This is unexplored territory. We're gonna have a massive 80-80 fight. If Happy wins this fight that's coming up, he has crazy shop control, by the way. He's in the winner bracket final versus Lin tomorrow, and then Lin has a new challenge facing Banshees tomorrow. And he has a day's time to think about it. But FoCuS can prolong the tournament life. Are we seriously mining this out? Happy is so patient. Same for FoCuS. Spirit Link, it's time to go. All gold spent. 80 food. Double invul on Happy though. This is it. Happy pulled back. Will FoCuS wait longer? If in 40 seconds he can get an invul potion. No, he's not. He's pushing into the undead base. That seems risky. He's going, like, he is listening. Come on. He's going armor upgrades now. A minute after I said, imagine if he puts armor upgrades on top. The bats are useless. Lich is a beast. Blade is a beast. TC got a ring. Oh, that's super good. There was a Gloves of Haste lying around. Could definitely pick it up. And FoCuS is not attacking. I think this is smart. I think it's smart. Don't push into the undead base. It's certain death. Trying to bait. FoCuS is fishing. I don't see a bright future for these towers, to be honest. It's down to the fight. This was... We had a similar situation on Concealed Hill. And FoCuS botched this fight super hard. Can he fulfill his redemption arc? This is the fight. Oh, here we go. Will we see any possessions on the Kodo? That's a huge damage boost. Are you kidding me? Undead Kodo fighting FoCuS. He's drowning in supply. The towers aren't up. Happy's everywhere. OMG. We got a Raider too. So much control. The guards raining in the air. Shadow Hunter deleted. Level 4 on the blade wasn't enough. Happy with half an orc army into the winner bracket final. We got a dream match. GG. Emperor versus Warchief in DWCC Final 3. The value swings at the end of this game. Outstanding. And FoCuS in these long fights has no solution. Or not long fights. In these late fights has no solutions whatsoever.